Okay, so my roommate moved out yesterday, so I can talk as loud as I want now. And also, I had a blue airhead, so before I begin, I just want you to know, if you see like a blue tongue when I'm talking, don't be alarmed. One thing I've noticed is that in my inbox, I get a lot of the same questions, and I thought I would just go ahead and make a video addressing it, not because I don't want to communicate one-on-one or don't love hearing from you guys. Feel free to ask the same question over and over again. I don't care. But I figured for as many people who do write in, there's probably just as many people who either aren't comfortable enough to ask or they just don't want to take the time out to ask and then wait for a response. But the most frequently asked question that I get is, I'm pended, or I have been pended for quite a while, and do you have any advice for me? And as much as it sucks, because being pended means you're waiting, so everyone's just kind of like, be patient, it's worth the wait, and it's like, I don't know, like I could have come to that conclusion on my own. If any of you guys haven't seen any of the previous videos, I was pended from the end of October to the last day, December 19th, last season. And then I was eventually rejected, and then I was pended this time around before getting accepted. So I know all about the pending game, and I know that it isn't fun. One thing that did help me is I've realized that the way that they pick people is not really a science. It's, they have stacks and stacks of paperwork from people, and then they're getting stacks and stacks in each day, and you're kind of in piles for your roles. And if one department doesn't need you, then you get sent to the next department, but you're lower in the stack. And my interviewer this time around told me that they really, really wanted me last time, but I had applied late, and so I was just lower in the stacks, and then they filled the slots up with people that were ahead of me, and then there were no spots left. So I feel like Disney misses out on a lot of really good people just because of that. So I don't think we can take the burden upon ourselves by saying, oh my gosh, what could we have done differently, blah, blah, blah. A lot of the times it's not our fault. A lot of the times it's kinks they gotta work out on their end. So don't take it upon yourself to beat yourself up about it, because most of the time we couldn't do anything about it. Also know that you don't need Disney. Disney needs you. People think, oh, the Disney experience is like living at Disney World and working at Disney World, and that's not true. Your Disney experience is an extremely personal experience. A lot of people don't know this about me, but when I was 14 years old, I found my brother dead in our swimming pool, and he's been in a coma for about 6 years. So life has been really difficult for me, and Disney's been such a good thing. And I know a lot of you guys have seen in the background of my videos, I have Peter Pan everywhere, and I have Peter Pan action figures and Peter Pan pins and a Peter Pan kiss necklace. I just have everything Peter Pan because I'm obsessed. That has been something that has really saved me throughout all of this. So the Disney experience that you have, no one can take that away from you. And if Disney right now doesn't want you to work for them, that is not your Disney experience. I don't see the Disney College program as my Disney experience. I see that as me giving someone else a Disney experience. So don't ever think that you need Disney and you need to work for Disney. They need people like you to work for them. So, just be patient, and don't let anybody take your Disney experience away from you. The Disney experience doesn't have to have anything to do with Disney World. It can just be the films and the joy and the love that you get from them. Another thing that I really like to think about is it is really genuinely all about timing. I am so glad that I didn't get in for spring. I am so glad. There are so many things that have happened this quarter that I would have completely missed out on, and I would have been a completely different person. I am so grateful that I didn't get in. And I'm so grateful that I was pended, because if I had been rejected right off the bat, I would have been devastated. I would have been so crushed. But because I had to wait to get a rejection, I became okay with that. I began to realize, well, I kind of don't want to go now, because I had missed all the auditions for entertainment. I was going to miss out on a whole bunch of stuff that was going on, and I didn't know what to do. And so then when I was rejected, I was okay with it. If I had been rejected a couple weeks before, it all would have been done. I would have been crushed. It really is all about timing. And what I would encourage you to think about is, why are you here right now? Why are you in the place that you are at this exact moment? Because there's a reason for it. Whether it's for you to impact somebody else or to have something or someone impact you, whatever it is, you are where you are for a reason. You may never know that reason. I'm lucky enough that I do see that and I know the reasons, but you may not see that. But just know that you are where you are for a reason. And when you get into Disney, because I know you will, it may not be right away, but when you do, then there's a reason that you're there at that time. Whether there's a child that you'll influence, whether it's a child that you will meet and or whether it's another cast member that you meet and changes your life, or you change their life. There's a reason for everything, and I would just encourage you to keep that in mind. There's a reason that you're here, there's a reason that you're pended, and it becomes such a blessing to look at the bigger picture of everything, and everything just seems to make so much more sense when you do that. I still love hearing from you guys, and if you, please feel free to ask anything, tell me anything, whatever you want, but I just thought I would go ahead and address this in a video so I could kind of say what I wanted to say without having to like retype, especially because I don't have internet. But I love all of you guys, and I hope that everything is going okay and that the journey hasn't been too grueling or too difficult, and just know that your Disney experience doesn't start with this process. Your Disney experience started a long time ago. So keep that in mind, and you know, your Disney experience is yours. So no matter what happens, you're always going to have that.